Let's just have some fun. Album Arcade. Gonna relax after that.
Long ago, a harmonious...
Stunk to lose, but it happens. Probably tonight I'll watch it back and see what happens. I know what it was at this point. I know my choice that kind of set me back. So, them's the breaks. That's rando. You go with your gut. My gut said waiting to do TR was the right answer, and it wasn't. And that's just how it goes sometimes. I think if we had gambled Turtle Rock a little sooner, or that first trip up, things could have turned out differently. But I didn't. I think I executed about the same level as Obscure, and that's good. I mean, Obscure is a much better runner than I am, or at least a lot more experienced than I am, so the fact that I kept it that close, and realistically, 5 minutes probably is the difference of me having done all I did in TR later. So... But hopefully everybody enjoyed it. I do appreciate everybody watching and hanging out. You know, I don't know who watched where, if you watched here or just watched the League channel or what, but, you know, whatever your choice was, I do appreciate it. It's always nice, you know, having friends hang out and watch. I mean, I did what I wanted to this week, you know, I wanted to win, and so I didn't get that out of it, but in terms of everything else with this week, I learned new tricks, and I think that was the big thing that I wanted to do. Learning how to hammer up and do it effectively, and also being able to pick up Parapot Bomb version. I don't know what happened. Unfortunately, we just missed it. I'll have to see if somebody can kind of tell me what went wrong there. It could have had to do with picking up an item. I believe item pickups can mess it up, and I might have picked up an item beforehand. And that can mess with vertical positioning, or positioning in general, so it is possible that might have been the issue. But I don't know, and I'm not gonna dwell on it. It didn't cut that much time, or, you know, cost me that much time. Tomorrow we will do some more stuff. We'll get back into a bit of a flow. I'll obviously have to practice for this last week of the league. Regular season ends next week. There is co-op Enemizer, to anybody who wasn't sure. Sorry, just having teams trying to decide what we're gonna do for this week. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it back. I want to see the commentary side of things. Fred and Karma are friends. Fred is on Vortex's team, and Karma is on Garrison's team. So, you know, they're friends. I'm definitely gonna want to check it out and see, you know, everything and see it happen. You know, hearing that we had a synchronized blind fight is pretty cool. So it's cool, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, you know, the question becomes, you know, how do we want to attack the last week of the season? It's co-op Enemizer. The team we're facing's no slouches either. Our opponent the last week of the season is right now in 4th place, but I would say definitely close to our, like, I don't think it's like a huge difference between where they are and where we are. So they'll be a tough opponent. So you know, question is, how do we want to split up the races? Jaws and I both have our required races for the season. Zero has to race once. So the current joke is, you know, do we put... Jaws is currently undefeated this season. Where it's kind of funny, my 2 losses are in these, like, key matchup games. I lost to Missing 2 Bows, and I lost to Foxes. So, kind of ironic that these games that can really give us some distance are the ones I'm just not able to clutch out yet. So, but yeah, you know, I looked at it and I said, TR, I've got 2 small Gs. I can't clear the dungeon because I don't have Ice Rod. And unfortunately, you know, I had to climb just for clearing TR. Or doing TR, so like, that extra trip is minutes. But I will take a race where no boots, all dungeons, key sanity, and still was like almost sub 2. Like, those are crazy times. By the way, Elkesh, did you like the new bomb jump? What'd you think? Oh, it was the one in Palace of Darkness. It was from the picture that I had sent in the Discord yesterday. That's gonna be banned now? Okay. By the way, if I integrate that into my NMG run, that's like, that could be a couple of minutes. Like, that's one of the techs that I didn't have that I can now put into that run and possibly cut another minute or two off that time. It's a cool little trick. It took a little bit of time for me to figure it out, but I do like it. Of course, the other piece of that is that I haven't mentioned it yet on any real stuff with streams. They announced an NMG tournament coming up. But as it stands right now, I probably wouldn't qualify. Their stated goal was to take 64 runners at the start, but they're gauging interest right now. And based on how many, for the expressed interest, they might increase the field. And top 64 of the interested parties would be based off of your actual like current PB. Yeah, I don't know who all watched, but I do appreciate it, you know, whether it was here or there. So, there were lots of rando options. An open league match. I think there was like 3 or 4 invitational league matches also going on at the same time. And one of them was actually probably one of the biggest names in rando. So... a little rinky-dink open league matchup. Definitely not going to pull in the same numbers. But yeah, we'll try to get some Xbox stuff in tomorrow. I really do have to kind of get back into my promo stuff. So we've got a couple of sometimes used among other games right now, so maybe we'll hit some of those. But hopefully everybody's having a good Saturday, you know. I know that race was a good 2.5+ hours, so I didn't get to really talk to anybody, you know, no microphone for anything. But, you know, hopefully everybody's having a good day, you know, enjoying the weekends. So... yeah, just part of doing the races, you know, having to set to emote only, 10-minute delay. I realize that is not as fun for everybody. But it's, you know, we gotta follow the rules. But I thought this was a good way to kind of relax after the race, and who can not enjoy this, right? This is always a fun time. Sorry, I tagged on Discord, just checking. That was really bad on this track. Let's be honest. Boy. So yeah, maybe some Xbox stuff tomorrow. Also, I was thinking maybe we'll kick off some of that festive rando. To anybody who missed when I was kind of describing it, you know what? We'll see where we're at after this run through this, and then maybe I'll do a few days instead. I don't know. The way the festive works is it's a code system. The goal is to just collect the 3 pendants within a dungeon that is randomized. And so it's not like a huge, like, it's not like the fall thing where like you build a seed or like there's a built seed. It's all kind of just like set up. So but that does mean I have to pick a sprite from the beginning and use that one throughout. So if anybody wants to see a particular sprite for all of the advent calendar of Rando, you know, get those suggestions in, because as of right now, I'm going to go with Hollow Knight. And if anybody wants to hear something different, we can always change it up. But once I download the seed, we're pretty much set to that sprite for the whole 25 days. So if you want to give me a sprite for 25 days, you got that option as well. So, I mean, as I've said, like, Hollow Knight's my new sprite, but there is also the, there was quite a few new ones in the most recent update, as well as some of the old ones, so there might be a Santa Link sprite for all I know. So we could go at least somewhat holiday themed. I think we've even got a command for it. There we go. The bot worked. By the way, how's the 12 Days of Christmas challenge going for everybody? What day is everybody up to so far? If you started or are participating, of course. Are you doing it all, Cash? Or I know you usually don't do the events too frequently, so like, no worries. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so. I know you don't take much interest in them, so that's okay. No worries. I mean, so far I'll say they're different. What was day one again? Oh, it was a 1x enhanced title, I think. Like, it was okay. And then day two, two like beat 'em ups or whatever, or hack and slash. That was pretty easy. I just went back to 99 betas and did a bunch there. Now I have to play 3 different backwards compatible games, 4 achievements that don't have a guide. That one's funny. I'm sorry, that's just funny to me. And then day 5 is the 500G achievements. That's an interesting choice. I'm not gonna lie. That's a very different one than what I'd expect. Thing is, Atilian can't help there. Atilian only releases 200 Gs. Hey, we got through transonic gravity without dying. Sorry. I hate this song. I like this song, I just can't ever do it. And I think this is starting to become my favorite track in the game.
voices of the three divine arcana echoed from the beyond.
No ritual.
And through the
I just
wind,
was looking to
your
chill.
words soared.
Had a race. We lost a race, and I was just like, let's have something calming.
You never stored the lost harmony on your own. Now you must go and find harmony.
Ironically, you died once, the whole run. I think. One time. Like, it's very
Not
possible
long
I
ago,
could get
in
this.
a town much like yours, there was a young
The
woman
damn YOLO.
who fell out of love, asleep, away. For years she fell through spirals of sadness and anger until she could not fall any deeper and fell right back into her grave.
Early. Like, stupid early. Like, World 1? So not even somewhere that I normally die. We had a perfect run of Transonic, Inside, and Wild Hearts Never Die, so... Yeah, I ran into a car in Doki Doki. One of those things I haven't done in a very long time. Okay. So, do we take a shot at it? Do we take a shot at the YOLO? Who wants to see it? 1.419. I feel like I'm always in that range. We're not getting worse, and we're only getting like incrementally little bits better. Okay, that was 10,000 points worse than my best. Let's take a shot. YOLO Arcade.
Long ago,
Go get that tree. Good luck with finding a tree. Real? Fake? That's fair. We had done real for a real long time, and then at a certain point, it just became a hassle. And I think what I've learned as an adult, roughly, is I think there's a logic to it. Like, if I had a kid or children, I'd be like, young kid, I'd want to give a real tree, and then at a certain point, I'd be like, no, we're switching to artificial because it's much less hassle. Yo, Dan. Hi, bye, hi. Nice to see you. Or hear from you. Yeah, I'm not happy about having lost, but I can look at why it happened and go, you know, a decision is what lost me, you know, a bunch of time, and that's rando. I can't look at it and go, I got, like, brutally out-executed. You know, that's rando. And that's fine. You know, that's gonna happen some days. As I said, like, when I started up this stream, like, if I had done TR at the same time I did the rest of DM, it could have turned out differently. Maybe it would have, maybe it wouldn't have, I don't know. You know, I lost by 5 minutes. I don't know if that would have fully made up the 5 minutes. But it could have. I just don't know. But it tells me, like, my execution game wasn't too far off, at least from a non-boot perspective. I think boots could have further shifted it away from me. You know, the really good players have excellent boots execution, and I still have a lot to work on there. My lines are sloppy still. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get to put Cold Stare in the corner. Did he have butter for that fight as well? I mean, if you can knock, like, what you want to do is you want to hit him with, like, the shots and then do a spin, you do a spin from his bottom left and it puts him into the top right corner. And if you can get, like, the 3 quick slashes with Gold Sword, fight's over and you don't even have to, like, do anything for it after that. But it's, like, a really, like, it's not real hard. I can do it. I just really screwed up that fight. So I lost a little bit of time on that one. What color? Did you notice what color the sword was? Thanks, Sean. Yeah, it was a close one. Unfortunately, I guess I know you had said you probably couldn't see the race. Put simply, got Titan's Mitts, Flute, and Fire Rod in Skull Woods, which was really huge. But when I went up to Death Mountain right after that, or to Mire, okay. When I went up to Death Mountain, I got the Quake Medallion, which would have given me access to TR, but decided not to go in, and TR was a force double dip. So, unfortunate. And instead, I decided to sequence break into Ice Palace, got a 3rd TR small key, and maybe more. I don't remember if I had the TR big when I was up on the mountain the first time. And it kind of told me, oh, you should just keep going in TR. Hoping for Ice Rod, and of course, Ice Rod wasn't there. It was in Swamp Palace. So, instead, what had happened was I had left the mountain, went up to, went and did a couple of other things. Like, if I look back on the race, there's a very natural route to this seed. Once you get into Dark World, you still go to Skull, and get all your stuff. Go up the mountain, do as much as you can on the mountain, including going into TR. Once you're done with TR, you go do Swamp, you go do Ice. If you did Mire right after that, you would have gotten the Mire Big and the Desert Big. Clear Desert and Mire, and you get the Eastern Big. Then you do Pod and Eastern together. So I thought I did a decent job of minimizing my double dips, but not good enough this time. Yeah, no problem, Dan. But honestly, the seed was just over 2 hours, and I didn't have boots the whole time. Like, I don't know about many people, but you don't see many near sub 2s in a bootsless seed of all ADPs. So I'm like, and it was a Gomo GT. So like, and like, I did Silverless Ganon. Apparently silvers were in pre-Moldorm 2 chests. That's a funny one. But I thought my Ganon fight was good anyway. I got some decent triples. And, you know, I want to keep working on my triples. I don't know if I feel too bad about it. Like, at that point I knew I had lost. Like, I was in Torches 1 when the dot done came in. So, like, at that point, you know, I'm not too concerned. Like, if it came down to a pre-Moldorm 2 silvers as the deciding factor, yeah, I'd feel bad. But given it wasn't really a deciding factor, like, I'm not gonna... I'll look at it as something, okay, you should check that chest even if, you know, you feel good about your equipment. Like, I was red mail 15 hearts Butterscotch. I looked at Ganon and said, that's gonna be an easy fight. And like, I did a 1 attempt hammer jump for the first time ever in a race. Like, the first time I ever unleashed hammer jump in a race, I did it first try. Like, hot damn, like, that's, you know, that was my goal this week, was to learn it and do it. And we did it. Like, I can look at that race and be happy from an execution standpoint for the most part. Like, there's a couple of things I go, eh. Like, I could have done XYZ better a little bit, but, like, I'm not looking at it going, Oh god, that was like terrible. You know, I look at it and I go, my execution was roughly on par with my opponent. And that's good. Nothing's bad to do. Sean, the number of times I think in the last month that somebody has told me, why didn't you go learn this? And my response is just, I've been too lazy to learn it. Like, it's kind of hilarious. Seriously, it took me half an hour yesterday between the video and practice a few times. Like, once I saw the right setup for me, it was like, I don't even know if it was the one you sent me. I think I used the picture you sent me for the, bomb. The bomb, like the place of yourself after the bomb. I do use that pixel, the pixel shadow of the bomb to figure out where to go. But the first image I'm not using. Like that image telling you to use the bottom, the shadow of the bomb and get 3 lines of pixels, like that's perfect for me. Like I understand that one really nicely. For getting the alignment, I use the floor tile method, where you pretty much get it so your head's in line with the rail of the hammer chest. And then you're looking at like the dividing line between 2 squares. And you just want like only the vertical line showing on the bottom or something. Like that was the one that kind of made the most sense to me. And then I did learn hammer parapod. Unfortunately, that one failed. I'm not sure what I did wrong. I'm wondering if like I picked up an item and that like adjusted my coordinate a little bit and screwed it up. Because like the first attempt I'd made on it looked perfect. Even Jaws said afterwards, he was like, your Harapod setup looked to be right, and you somehow like looked like you were on the right pixel even after the bomb, and you just couldn't move, or like the hook didn't grasp the pod. So I'm wondering if I like had grabbed an item that just put me slightly off the positioning, or made it not work. Because I know that's a factor, and I just don't think about it yet. Because my normal method is just to use the boot's hook speed. I mean, it didn't matter. I had the big key, so I just went up the vanilla way. I was like, I'll have to deal with the fact that I screwed it up somehow, and that's fine. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Like, I found the setup that seemed to work, and I like it. I like the boots this setup. It's not bad. The other thing that I didn't realize, and it's one of those things like you kind of have to get used to, is the Hollow Knight sprite is a little tough on the shadow of its butt. So like the method that I saw was like hold out the sword facing to the left into the switch block and then back up, and like you want like one row or one column of your shadow to be on top of the line subdividing the tiles. And I was like, okay, that's really easy to find. And then I hadn't done it with the Hollow Knight sprite, and Hollow Knight's got like a big butt because like there's his shadow and then there's his rear, and like they are right on top of each other. So I was like, oops, that's a new one. And I mean, that's always the hard part about like learning a new sprite or like doing stuff that's pixel perfect with a sprite. I've always been like, you know, what I need to do is I need to talk to somebody, because I know there's a lot of people in CJ's Discord who would be able to steer me, is I need to figure out how you import a custom sprite into the hack. So I can practice a lot of those techniques with a sprite that I'm going to use consistently. Because like I don't feel comfortable doing bomb diver down unless it's with a Link sprite right now.
Sayonara, wild heart.
But, I mean, you know, this is just going to be stuff I need to continue to learn. Like, you know, let's see, how long have we all been playing rando mostly? You know, we're going against people who've been at it for years. And I feel like we're all getting closer. Like, we're getting to the point mostly, especially, like, everybody who's practicing a bunch. Like, we're getting to the point that it's not a fluke if we beat these people. You know? So, I'm not too broken up about it. You know, I'll keep on putting in my time on, like, NMG and Rando, and, you know, I want to see an NMG run soon, since I do have Hamrion, and I'm like, I gotta wonder how much that's gonna cut off of my NMG now. And, like, it's not even a fluky Hamrion for me anymore, so, like, knowing I can pull it off first try is just like, it's gonna just really change my run. Yeah, and Sean, like, you should be pretty decent at it. Like, the amount of time you put into rando, and yeah, I'm probably about the same amount of time as well, about 8 months, 9 months now. Like, if you just think about how much, like, rando you've done, yeah, you'll have to learn the route, and that's, like, a little different to have to learn how to do. But once you kind of get that, like, a lot of it's just, you know, can you execute it? And just the amount of time you've put into getting good at rando will really make a difference in the NMG. You know, I'm not going anywhere to try to get, like, world record. Like, I couldn't care less about that. But, you know, eventually it'd be cool to say I've got a sub 130 or something. I don't know if I care enough to do it. And that's one of those things, Sean, that, like, a lot of us took the time to learn. And breaking out of rando brain. Because seriously, it's just so different to go into, like, Thieves Town and be like, oh yeah, I don't need to open really anything. It's just one chest. But in terms of, like, the dungeons themselves, they're not too bad. There's definitely that learning curve of just kind of figuring it out, but after that, like, most of the dungeons are, like, really straightforward when you think about them. Oh, that and no save and quit. That feels different. Yeah, that just feels weird not saving and quitting. Choked. 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 Good God, that was a choke. How terrible can we choke in that?
Something's changed, and I didn't know you're slipping away. Everything is strange. Please don't let go. Sleep away the day. Dream it off. The end of love doesn't happen this way. Why do you say goodbye?
Let's just play a few songs, see if we can improve some high scores. I don't know. Oh, there's a Zooter qualifier right now? Great. Good thing I never learned Zooter. That just looks insane. I don't know if I could devote that kind of time to a seed consistently. Oh god, 160 entrants for one of those? There are no way that there are 160 people good enough to play that. You gotta be kidding me. But I could be wrong. I mean, how many other are they taking for this tournament?
Then the voices of the three divine arcana echoed from beyond. And through the wind, their words soared. From the shards to your broken heart, the real heroine has risen. You have restored the lost harmony of the world. Now you must go and find harmony in your home.
Top 64. Baby. Like, I don't know how many people actually run Zooter competitively. Didn't even break my old record. Interesting. Well, I mean, I guess if they're taking, you know, 128, then I guess I can see it. I just didn't realize it was that big. Like, I mean, my goal right now is main tournament for LTTP, so. I want to get back and play Super Metroid and eventually do SMZ3. I think that would be a fun rando to play at least a few times. I keep saying I will. No? I played a lot of Super Metroid as a kid, but I haven't really played it like truly in a long time. So it's like something I need to go back to and relearn. Hey Dan. We failed, by the way. So I was just playing a couple of songs. You're so funny, Dan. Entering the day, I thought I had more diff than you did this week, so, you know. And I put in a lot last week. I mean, Dan, you know that this week we're just going to use both of our bonuses. Because I think at this point we've pretty much agreed this is our last week, really, right? I mean, I'll put up points, don't worry. And I was thinking maybe I'll, you know, drop some more Minecraft stuff because those have decent diff. You know, I still haven't ever dropped the Switch version, so I could easily do that and give us another, you know, 4,000 diff. Or any number of versions I could definitely do and just give us a huge boost. So wouldn't be difficult at all. But I think we're gonna call it here. I know it's only 2 hours of like me time, because you got 3 hours of silent me today for that race. But I'm gonna call it. It's getting a little. It's only 6:30, but you know, thinking about dinner and stuff like that, and maybe doing some enemizer practice starting now. Jaws is looking at when we can start getting the matches scheduled. It looks like one of them will be next weekend, but I don't anticipate they'll be at great times for my European friends. Unfortunately, while Jaws, Zero, and I are all East Coasters, our opponents this week have a Pacific time individual on there, and 2 other East Coasters, so there's a good chance races will be a little later next week. So don't expect the races to align great. Maybe the weekend will, but we're talking about maybe trying to squeeze one in during the week. So I'm not sure yet, but we'll find out. I will be streaming tomorrow though. Normal stuff. I think maybe we'll start off with running through a bunch of the festive randomizer stuff. We're up to how many days of
Not long
codes?
ago, in a town much like yours, there was a young woman
So
who was
tomorrow we'll
very
have 6 codes available. So maybe we'll
one
run
day
the
her
first
heart
6
broke so
days of
violently
the Advent
that her
Calendar
sorrow
ALTTP
echoed
Festive
through
Rando.
space and time.
Once again, you know, if you want to see a particular
So
sprite,
our saga
we'll either
begins.
go with Hollow Knight,
Yet eons ago,
maybe
just
we'll go with a
here,
Festive
yet
Link,
light
because I think
years
there is a Santa Hat link. Or we'll look at possibly a different sprite if people prefer a different one. So we'll do a few of those. I figure if I save them up and do them in a batch every so often, I think that'll be a bit more fun as a stream instead of just doing like it on my own daily, because they only take about 10 to 20 minutes. They're pretty straightforward. But thanks again, everybody. Really appreciated, you know, everybody hanging out. Sean, I do owe you your code for that gift card. I just have to order it. So I'll get on that and get that to you soon. But thanks again, everybody. Can't thank everybody enough. I know, like I keep saying it, but you know, it's a lot of fun to be able to play and know that, you know, I've got some great friends showing up. So until tomorrow, have a good night.